And the second I mentioned her age, just started flying at the stage, dude. Like glass. Started throwing everything on her table. And she had like popcorn. We have like hard buckets for the popcorn. She threw the popcorn and then threw the whole bucket and then started throwing glasses and fucking and there's like it was smashing on the stage.
Oh.
And like the bouncer came and grabbed her and started pulling her back. And as he was pulling her back, she was grabbing candles off the table and like throwing those and stuff like that. And then I was like stomping around on the broken glass. I felt pretty punk and cool about it, but my parents were there, and it was like the first time they saw me headline.
Out in the street, they call it
Uncut Jams.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Uncut Jams. Ba-ba-ba-ba! Real bad man. That's the sound effects you normally hear, but you don't hear them today because Dante forgot a chord. Shout out Dante. Say something. Can't say anything because he doesn't have a mic either, but you know who does. But you know who does. Our special guest today, Bryan O'Gorman.
Yo, hello, and thank you for the sound effects, James. That was sick.
I wish I was Michael Winslow. Remember him? He could do it all.
Oh, yeah, the guy from Police Academy.
He didn't need a soundboard. That guy was a soundboard.
Yeah, dude. He would do the best robot noises in the history of the universe. That's what we need to go back to, like live sound effects, where they would like break celery in like a trash can or something to make the sound of someone falling downstairs. I don't know how those things work, but you remember that?
Yeah.
It's all digital now,
They're like, how do we make the sound of a gun? Because we don't have guns in Canada. So they'd get a brown paper bag, blow it up real as full as it can get, and then pop!
Yeah. Genius is the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
Those guys are fucking creative as hell, man. Are you okay if I can swear, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
After 10 minutes.
After 10 minutes.
I'll let you know when you can start swearing.
Okay. Well, I'll hold the F-bomb back. F-bombs back.
Yeah, because you get demonetized if it's like in the first 5 minutes.
It's not that you get demonetized, it's that they don't like to share your videos as much.
True. Well, we haven't been monetized once, so you can go on and say fuck.
Suck on that, YouTube.
No, we love you, YouTube. I really hope you help us out one day and push us to the masses.
It's totally inconsequential to me. I'm not part of this podcast usually, but I do wish you the best, James.
Have you ever tried to do a podcast?
Yeah, a couple times. I have a problem with the consistency thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And also hard to find producers like Dante. You got 30 episodes doing this. That's like really consistent. Like usually producers will get to like episode 2 and they're like, I was gonna go do coke instead or whatever. You know what I mean?
No. Dante, he barely even drinks.
Yeah.
All right.
No smoking weed.
Extended tea break.
Extended tea break. And that's because he doesn't want to get too high testosterone.
Right.
Because he wants to feel those feelings, right?
You think your testosterone's too high? He doesn't have a microphone.
He's got high tea. He's punching the walls. He's fucking everyone in sight. Tolerance break.
Yeah. You never heard of a tolerance break?
Nah. What do you do that for? Weed?
People do that for weed. Yeah.
You're doing that for weed because you want to get fucking high as fuck when you come back to it?
No, that's just what I say I'm doing.
Man, no one can hear what you're saying right now.
They can hear me.
Can they hear you?
A little bit.
All right. Well, we're going to take a Dante break today, I guess. But, you took a long break from drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
How long a break did you take?
Well, I don't know, like recently, or I take long breaks and stuff. That's the longest I stopped drinking for was 5 years, but then I got bored and I started, but now I take like long breaks. Like I'll do like 2-3 months at a time and then go back to it. Kind of like Dante was saying, for the sake of keeping your tolerance, so you can still feel the effects of them sometimes.
Right.
Like I stopped smoking when I went traveling this year and I was in Indonesia for almost a month. And like if you get caught over there, you get your, I don't know, they take your coconuts or whatever, And so I didn't like they beat you or put something in you. I forget what it is, but it's a really serious penalty. So it's like, the motivation's there to not do it and everything too.
Yeah. I could take a beating, but I don't know if I want something put inside me. Yeah. If that's the punishment by we're going to shove something up your ass.
I think it's a cane, man. Like I know in Singapore it's a cane. And in Singapore it's like they cane you, and the person that canes you is like a martial arts expert, dude. That's like, and then there's a doctor that tells them when you've had enough. It splits your ass open. Like I've heard people have to get stitches and stuff like that.
They give you a spanking.
They give you a spanking that leaves you like scarred up after. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, it's for real.
Indonesia.
Well, I mean the caning thing I was talking about was Singapore, but I think Indonesia's kind of similar in their punishments.
Singapore's the place that they say is the future, right? Is Singapore like very futuristic and everything, other than their punishments by smacking your ass?
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
Singapore
the thing.
like-
It's so futuristic, but there's also these like weird, almost medieval punishments by our standards. Yeah,
yeah.
but it's a cool place, man. It's small. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, it's beautiful though.
I've never been, but I heard good things, and I remember I had some people from Singapore in the crowd one day at a show,
Yeah.
and I was talking to them about like how they say Singapore is the future. That's what they're known for, and I said, "Is being gay legal in Singapore?" And they said no, and I'm like, "Well, fucking get in while you can now, boys."
Yeah, right.
Because it turns out being gay is illegal in the future.
So you're just calling these guys from Singapore, asking about stock tips and stuff like that. you
Oh
know?
yeah, because they know what's gonna go up in the.
Who would you bet on in the finals in Singapore if you were to bet? Yeah, that place is wild, dude. It's kind of overstated, like how strict they are, though. Like, I mean, it is strict, but like, you know, they're like, if you spit on the floor, like they hang you, or what? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I remember spitting because I have something in my mouth, and I'm realizing, oh right, I'm in Singapore, and I just spit, and nobody stopped. Nobody was like, ah.
Right.
It's not as crazy as all.
But
that.
you probably can't litter there.
I mean, you wouldn't want. One time, at the time, I had, I think it was a phone. It's like an iPhone or something like that, and I left it behind, and I was outside of a mall, like a big mall, and I walked away, and it was like, I don't know, 5 minutes while I was walking before I realized I didn't have it, and I like ran back, and it was still just sitting there, and there was like hundreds of people, if not thousands, would have walked by it.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That was Singapore.
Yeah.
I had one friend go to Cambodia, and in the group that he was traveling with, someone tried to steal his phone, like a local Cambodian tried to steal his phone. And, well, they did. They grabbed it. They ran around the corner. The guy went to chase him.
Yeah.
And then there was another Cambodian guy waiting there with a hatchet.
Yeah.
That's a good sound effect, yeah. With a hatchet, and he got him in the back of the head. He just started hatcheting the back of his head. The guy didn't die, but he also didn't get his phone back.
Wow.
My friend's one of the. It wasn't him personally. So my friend isn't. He's just there. He wasn't the one with the phone or stealing the phone. But a guy that was like, he didn't know the guy that well. It was one of those like 10 people from UK and Canada and America all
Like a hostel.
traveling and like in a group together doing these different touristy things together. One of those ones, like linking up with a group that's just doing traveling shit. And guy got a hatchet to the head because he wanted to get his phone back. So
Yeah. Wow. That's intense. I mean, yeah, some of those places people forget it's not, it's not North America. You're not like in, you're not walking around Delaware or something like that. Like some
Yeah.
people there's a lot more poverty and some desperation in certain places, and like people will fucking get at you for cash if you're,
yeah,
if it's in front. It's like waving a steak in front of somebody who's starving sometimes. If you're walking around, thousands of dollars worth of gear on you and stuff, and they haven't eaten anything decent in a while, they'll probably come for your shit. You know what I mean?
Do you remember the movie Belly?
Yeah, I love Belly.
So Belly, in the movie, there's one scene where they go to Jamaica, and as they're driving down the road, there's like kids like knocking on the windows, and like some of them have guns. They're like pointing at the windows. And DMX was like, that wasn't like written into the movie. That was just like actual little kids that were like driving through, like trying to rob us as we're going. And they're just like, we're just gonna keep it moving, kind of thing. They didn't get robbed, but yeah, it was a fun little addition to the movie.
How good is that fucking movie, right?
So good. The opening scene of that movie is one of my favorite opening scenes
Sister
ever.
Nancy.
Ready? Are you ready? What's
wait.
going down?
Oh no, that's a different song.
Sister Nancy's in there later in the movie when they go to. Yeah.
That lady just started getting paid for that song. Did you hear this shit?
Really?
There's
What
like
happened?
a documentary about it. Like she didn't even know that song was popular for the longest time.
Really?
That, like what the bum bum. That song.
Yeah.
She didn't know. She put out like a million songs, and that one was famous, and she had no idea. I don't even think she even knew it was in the movie, the Belly that we were talking about.
Wow.
And like there's a documentary about it. She just recently started getting residuals for it, and she found out about it and like got her money finally.
That's interesting because
Yeah.
in the song she says, "I never trouble no one.
Yeah.
I'm a lady. I'm not a man." And she never troubled anyone for that money. She's just like, "Go on, get it.
Yeah.
I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Just take my money, I guess."
Man, I would love to meet Sister Nancy, man. She sounds like a good fucking time, dude. Sweet, sweet voice, but it's so crazy. It's almost like that guy Rodriguez, right? That dude who was like famous. He's from Detroit, and he got famous in South Africa and all these other places in the Southern Hemisphere for being like a folk singer. And he didn't even know he was like working at a factory in Detroit.
And
shit
like
that.
they have like his poster on the wall.
Yeah,
And
he was famous and stuff, and like the record companies or whatever were collecting the residuals and stuff, and like didn't tell him that he was
Wow.
famous in another country. And
That's
so
crazy.
when he was older, he found out, and they got maybe that'll happen to a comedian someday, where like some comedian nobody thinks is
they've
funny
been playing
right
my
now.
joke, my joke about Hulk Hogan's porno in Kazakhstan, and they're just playing it on a loop. What the?
Do you have a joke about Hulk Hogan's porno?
Yeah,
I just watched it the other day to like refresh myself,
yeah.
so I could remember what it was about.
What the porn was about? It
Yeah,
was
I
about-
forgot it was like a swinger thing where the dude just like offered his wife up to the Hulkster, and he was just sort of like, okay, whatever. But then he started getting racist like right after it was over. You know?
Yeah.
Immediately.
Post nut clarity.
Post nut clarity, and this guy's 2 seconds out of a nut, and he's dropping N-bombs like it's his job. It was wild. Like, why you got to bring that into anything? What are we even talking about here, dude? You just got laid.
Yeah.
Relax. You know?
And I don't think there was any black people involved in the making of that porno.
How will you be insecure right after you came?
Is that
Literally-
what's he saying right after? He's like, man, I wish I had a big black cock.
Oh, well, when he's dropping the N-bombs, he's talking about his daughter and stuff like that. Dude.
That one's about his daughter was dating a black guy, and he's like, I wish she was dating like one of these tall black guys that's in the NBA, not one of. She was dating like a short black guy that's just like a regular, like just working at Lowe's.
I've got my racist rants mixed up by Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
People did give him the business in the comments after he died, like all the like Facebook posts about Hulk Hogan. There's all the comments were like, "Yeah, well, he was racist and stuff like that." You're like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, but he just died. Give him an hour." You know
so,
what I mean?
Michael Rapaport has made 3 videos about it because the first one he thought everyone was just shitting on Hulk because he's a Trump supporter. And he's like, what we're not gonna do is disrespect the Hulkster. You know what I mean? Like he's like he brought so much joy to people, blah blah. And then everyone's like, Michael Rapaport, he said the N-word like 40 times in this one video. And then he's like, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about this other thing. I didn't even know he did that. I was like, I don't know, Michael Rapaport. I think you might have known that.
I don't know, man. I've never woken up in my life and thought, what does Michael Rapaport think about fucking anything? That's never happened to me in my whole life. I've never been like, oh, I have a problem that only Michael fucking Rapaport can figure out for me, you know? I don't know. There's something about that guy's fucking face, man, and his fucking curly fucking, let me tell you how it is, bro. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. He gives a real fucking fake tough guy vibe, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like a dude who hasn't been in a fight since fucking 4th grade and is still, like, maybe he won and he's still going off that rep, you know what I mean?
I think he did fight Ari Shafir over that Kobe tweet. I think he did like attack him once. I remember hearing about that.
I bet Ari wipes the floor with him. For real.
Yeah?
I've never met Rappaport, but I've met Ari a couple times, and Ari's big and, like...
Is he big?
He's huge. He's 6'3", 6'4", and he's fucking, like, you know, he hangs out with all those jiu-jitsu guys and stuff. He knows his shit, you know what I mean? Rappaport's like a doughy guy. He eats cannolis all day and fucking yells into a phone, you know what I mean? Ari's, you know, the times I've met, he's been really kind and nice. He's weird, but he's, you know, I would say between the two of them. I love celebrity fight, you know, conversations.
Yeah,
like, who would win in a fight? That's why I wish, like, more sports people would fight, like how they're doing these, like, celebrity boxing things. Because I'd love to see, like, I don't care who can throw a ball in a hole more times. Like, I would rather see, like, Michael Jordan fight, you know,
Scottie
LeBron
Pippen.
James or Scottie Pippen. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It would be fun. And I think Michael Jordan would beat Scottie Pippen.
You think?
Yeah.
I think Scotty's in better shape. I think he's kept himself in better shape.
I don't know. Michael Jordan just has that killer instinct. You know what I mean? I don't think I think he's finding a way to win.
Yeah, you're right. He'd do something cheaty, dirty. He'd figure it out, wouldn't he? And he'd smoke a cigar the next day, you know.
If he bet on himself too.
Oh yeah.
Extra motivation to win.
Does he bet on himself? Did he do that?
Well, I think he lost a lot of money betting in golf. I know he bets in golf a lot, and but people say like he just tries to buy the pot all the time. He'll just like when he's doing like gambling against other friends like poker or whatever, he just like he has more money than everyone else, so he just tries to be like, all right, I'm putting in an extra $1 million, and everyone's like, what the fuck, Michael Jordan? The hell, we're just trying to
he
play
can't
$100 hand here.
He can't not compete. He
Yeah.
can't like just chill and be like he's a sociopath. He's a full-on sociopath, but he's one of the greatest sociopaths to ever live.
What's your favorite sport?
I watch just mostly like skateboarding and fighting, a lot of board sports.
You're a big UFC guy.
I love all my
Okay,
martial arts.
because the other day, somebody asked me this: what basketball player would I compare my comedy to? Right now, I'll ask you, and I'll say, it took me a second to think about it, and I said Lance Stevenson. I don't know if you know who Lance Stevenson is, but he was just like a pest on the court. Yeah, he had some big games, and he like stopped LeBron one time. Like he had some good memorable moments, but I wouldn't say he's like an all-star player. You know, that's who I compared myself to. Okay?
Right.
So if you had to compare yourself to your comedy style to a UFC
I'd say you're
fighter,
more of like a Steve Kerr. You know what I mean?
you're just saying that because I'm white.
That's a huge part of it. That's
Yeah.
a huge part of it. I'm not gonna lie. Part of it's the haircut.
But most of the white guys are known for like their hard work and like dedication on the court. You know what I mean? And like being like a fundamental guy. I wouldn't say I'm like fundamentally sound in comedy. I'd say I need to work on the fundamentals a little bit.
Yeah.
If you had to compare yourself to a UFC fighter, though, your comedy styling, who would it be?
Oh man, Ben Askren.
Been asking, about to die.
Yeah, the guy who got kneed in the face right away and who's now. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like who was I like Glover Teixeira. I'm not like big or anything like that, but that guy just grinded his ass off and was always like, I'm gonna get the championship when it's right for me. And he never really had this like, I'm gonna get famous. He's like more like, I'm gonna take care of my family when this shit happens and lines up perfectly. It's gonna happen. Became light heavyweight champion of the world at 43 years old. I'm not saying like I'm aiming for any kind of big stardom or fame or anything like that. But I always just like doing comedy, like for the sake of doing it and doing as much as possible, being in the ring as much as possible. I guess you could say, you know.
Yeah.
So fucking, that's where I want to live up there. Like I'd live on stage if they let me. That's just illegal, I think. So yeah, I don't know, man. But or like who's like, remember Stefan Struve?
That one I don't know.
The skyscraper?
Why was he called the skyscraper?
It was just a tall, skinny guy who got knocked out a lot. So
That's how you feel.
Yeah. I feel like I'm good at taking licks.
Okay. Have you ever had anyone try and attack you on stage?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah?
But it was like, when I was younger, I had a lot less tact on stage. Like, I just like, be like, what the fuck did you say to me? You know?
Yeah.
Instead of like sort of deconstructing people, hecklers and stuff like that. I wasn't that smart yet. I just wasn't that patient yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was a couple times like, man, first time my parents came and saw me was at Yuck Yucks, and there was a lady and a guy in the front row. Lady was like, you know, really dolled up, like, and a lot of plastic surgery and everything. And the guy was like kind of younger. He was like maybe in his mid-20s, and she was like, you know, whatever. I'm guessing like probably about 50 or something. And the guy's covered in jewelry. And I was on stage, and I was just like, oh, man, fun couple, you know what I mean? What's going on here? You know, I'm just, like, fucking around with them. And the dude's like, yes, my girl. I'm like, cool. And I'm making fun of all these jokes, all these really hardcore jokes, too. I'm gradually getting darker, like, talking about, like, this is a pimp and hoe relationship. Like, how much money is she making for you? You know what I mean? Do you pay for the lips, or does she pay for the lips? She's loving it. Like, they're just laughing. They're super nice. And then I said something about, like, she made a comment. I said, well, you know, I'm not going to listen to this retired porn star. And the second I mentioned her age, shit just started flying at the stage, dude. Like glasses, started throwing everything on her table. And she had like popcorn. We have like hard buckets for the popcorn. She threw the popcorn and then threw the whole bucket and then started throwing glasses and fucking and there's like shit was smashing on the stage behind me. And like the bouncer came and grabbed her and started pulling her back. And as he was pulling her back, she was grabbing candles off the table and like throwing those and shit like that. And then I was like stomping around on the broken glass. I felt pretty punk and cool about it, but my parents were there, and it was like the first time they saw me headline. And yeah, that was the first time they saw me headline.
Wow. Not really our thing.
No.
I didn't get that part. No, like your parents are like, I didn't get that joke where you have the lady in the crowd throw shit at you.
Yeah. What was that? That plant was awful. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like some people just get mad. Like I don't know. There's sometimes people afterwards. If I'm in like a small town, Alberta's or Texas, a lot of people think I'm gay. So like they'll just like they're
already like, fuck this, man.
Yeah, and like I don't know. Like I'm not so like I've never like had sex with another man, which is what I believe what gay means, right? But like if you go to like a lot of these places, they'll just see a dude with an earring who's like not afraid to talk to ladies, and they're like, "You queer," I don't know. So some of those guys have tried to, you know, I feel bad for gay people when I go to those places too, because you're like, I'm not even gay and I'm getting it. You know what I mean? If I was actually gay, if I was actually putting this shit on, you know what I mean?
Right.
If I put my Lycra on, it's fucking over for these hoes out here, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for gay people all the time doing all that gay shit. Ugh.
I don't know. It looks like they're having a fun
No,
time.
it looks like they're having so much fun.
What are we doing?
I know.
We're in a basement in Etobicoke. These guys are sucking each other's cocks on floats, dude.
Yeah.
Floats, James.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What a fun time they're having.
Dude, they're the best time. I still have a hard time with it though, but I hang out with a lot of gay people. I have a hard time with like the dicks everywhere at Pride, for example.
I've never been to Pride.
Oh man, yeah, you'd thrive.
Would I thrive?
They'd love you. You're like a little honey badger, you know what I mean?
Would I love that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you'd have a good time.
I'm not like
I think you'd find yourself.
oh man.
It'd be in someone's ass.
Yeah. I don't know if that's my speed. I'm happy for them.
Your speed.
I'm happy for gay people. Be as gay as you want to be as trans or lesbian as you want to be. But like that, like I don't want to see a bunch of dicks.
No, but there's also, for every dick, there's like 2 or 3 tits. So you really have to look at the ratio here.
One time I saw the naked bike ride. You ever see the naked bike ride?
Oh yeah, I've been in them.
You've been in them?
Yeah.
I saw the naked bike ride. It was a lot more dicks than anything else.
Yeah.
And one guy was hard, and I was like, "What the fuck is this guy hard
He was
for?"
hard riding
Yeah.
around the city.
Yeah.
Just fucking the air, fucking the world.
I'm like, this guy's.
I do the naked bike ride every year. I've never owned a seat. Take your time.
So you just
Take
sit
your
on the- yeah. You go right on
Yeah,
the.
there it is.
Yeah. That's one way to do it.
Real bumpy roads, James. You know what I'm talking
Oh.
about? Look at me.
Nah.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man, I just go because I like freedom. I'm not gay myself, but I like watching people do, I like unbridled freedom and people expressing themselves how they want, you know? And if you get into those parties, now it's like a giant mosh pit in Toronto. It's so busy. But those parties are like wild, dude. Like they have like, you know, crazy dance. People put effort into it. It's not like a fucking Irish pub where we go and there's like, oh, everything's wood. And you
Right.
can drink and it's wood, so you can't break anything.
Exactly.
No, they have nice things
what I
and there's
like.
cool things. There's pools.
I like people that are ashamed of themselves drinking. I don't like prideful.
Right.
I completely support the gay part. I just don't like the pride part.
We need a shame parade. That's what it is. A shame parade.
Just a bunch of straight white men walking around saying I'm sorry.
Yeah, rubbing their temples.
Thinking about what they've done, thinking about the worst things that they've ever done.
Yeah. Oh, I should apologize for that, but
Yeah.
not doing it. You know?
And everyone on the side, instead of cheering for them, they're just throwing tomatoes at them and shit like
Yeah.
that. Just
And they just get drunk instead of working on themselves or solving their
Yeah.
problems.
everyone makes an apology video at the end.
Yeah.
It's great.
There was that one scene in Game of Thrones. I don't know if you remember.
Shame.
What's that?
Shame.
Oh,
Shame.
yeah, shame.
Yeah.
That was a shame parade
Yeah.
based around
Cersei.
that.
She deserved it.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, Irish pubs, though, well, just pubs in general. I don't say Irish pubs, but, like, just like that straight white dude drinking, like, scenario.
Yeah.
I like it. I feel it, but a lot of times it is just like dudes giving you advice that have never done the advice they're giving you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like old losers
It's
being
don't
like,
end up like me.
yeah, that's the only thing you can learn from them is
Yeah.
what not to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're just like, you know how you should live. They're like the
Yeah.
opposite of you fucking piece of shit, you
Right.
know? Sorry, I'm not yelling at you. Just
Yeah,
the
yeah.
idea of other Irish
yell-
people, and
you're
you're
yelling at-
you're
you're
pink
yelling-
like me, and I'm like, oh
yeah.
man, fuck you, Dad. I mean James.
Yeah. This is me in 15 years, like ending up doing all the wrong things and being like, I should have listened that day. Should have took it to heart.
My dad had the same glasses as you too.
Yeah?
Yeah, these glasses are like the '80s dad glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he ever hit you?
Yeah. Yeah. Not like beatings. Well, yeah, not like beatings, but like, yeah.
Just spanking?
Yeah.
Yeah, white people love a good spanking.
You know what he did? It wasn't even spanking. No. You know what he did? He had like a pinky ring. He had like a gold pinky ring.
Okay.
And he would flick it on the top of my head like really hard. And it was just like this like concentrated bit of pain. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It felt like someone hit you with like a ball peen hammer.
Yeah.
It was awful. Yeah.
He knew the exact point to hit.
Yeah, he's one of those people that's like, you know, and he would talk about how, in my day, you would have got beaten even worse because he went to the Catholic schools out here in West Toronto, actually, and they used to strap him.
Right.
Like, so they only stopped doing that in like the 90s, but like, they used to have to like grab the desks like this, and they take like a leather strap and just like, whap, to kids, to like 10-year-old kids and shit. You know,
My dad, when he first came over to Canada with his like cousins from Ireland, and they were still singing "God Save the Queen" in Canadian schools, and they would be like, "No, we're not going to do it," and they would get beat for not singing God Save the Queen."
Wow.
Yeah,
That's some crazy empire shit for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, yeah, that's so wild. And I always think about that too, how people are like, you know, when it was okay to beat your kids, back when it was like, you know, it's like it was never okay. It was just like accepted socially. You know what I mean?
What do you think? You don't think kids should get beat?
No, man.
Smacked around a little bit?
No, man. You can't hit. It's like hitting a dog. You know what I mean? If you hit a dog, you pass a threshold with it where there's this trust lost, and then there's always going to be some kind of trauma there. Some people, they're gonna grow up okay because they're not as sensitive as other people, right? But trauma affects different people differently. Like me and you could be in a war together in like a trench, and we're both somebody. We see our best friend die. You could go on to have own a car dealership and have a great life, and all go crazy and get shell shocked because it's just two different people, two different levels of sensitivity. You know?
Yeah. I don't have any kids, but I've always thought if they needed a smack, I would give them one if I had one.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying I would beat the shit out of my kid.
Yeah.
But like if they needed to, I want them to fear me a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You want that power?
I don't want the power. I want them to know like
that you could kill
them.
them.
Act up like that, yo.
They already know you could kill them, though. You know what I mean? You just is it like, why wouldn't you want it to like love you and do what you want because it loves you, not because
of course you want that, but I think when kids are kids, like they're gonna act up. I've seen kids that don't get hit be pretty disrespectful to their parents.
I gotta say though, just the look in your eye right now, it just seems like you think it would be kind of fun to hit the kid. You know what I mean? It's okay to say it. It's okay to say it. I think it would be too. That's why I don't have kids either. Because I do look at a kid and I go, that would be a lot of fun to kick that thing. You're like, so I shouldn't have a kid, and that's fair, and I don't, you know? But this is why you shouldn't have a kid. Because you're sitting here looking at me going, imagine we got a kid we can beat like that. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't beat the kid for my own pleasure. I would hit the kid.
When you're smiling. You're smiling right now when you're saying it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hey, man. Anyways, if anyone is single and wants to mate with James.
Yeah. Let me know if you want me to smack your kid around or any of you single mothers that need
call his podcast office.
No, I would never hit my stepkid.
No.
I would only hit it has to be my own flesh and blood.
Yeah, that's a
I wouldn't even hit my nephew. And I've wanted to.
Wow.
No, I love my nephew, but like my sister definitely, like now he's chill, whatever. But growing up, like sometimes the way he would talk to my sister, I'd be like, this kid does need a smack.
How old is he now?
Now he's 12.
Okay,
13.
yeah.
13.
And you still want to have a kid? I have a nephew too. He's like 7. I just got him a goalie mask because he likes goalies. But I got one of my friends who's an artist to paint it.
Okay.
But guess what he wants to paint it on it? He's 6, 7.
Like one of those like
trucks and dinosaurs.
Trucks and dinosaurs.
Trucks and dinosaurs. You know, I was thinking he's gonna want like Felix the cat, or like some like dragon. Trucks and dinosaurs
is cool.
That's a 7-year-old hockey mask right there. So we're gonna like do like a truck jumping over there.
Dinosaur.
But I don't know. Like I don't know if I want. I think I like. I think just having the nephew. This is what I was gonna ask you. Just like the nephew. Is that enough for you? Like, is that enough?
It's
fathering for you.
It's great, but there is like there's a piece of me sometimes that I think like would be nice to be a dad. But I'm getting to the age now where it's like, it's not that I missed the boat, but I think like you want to have a kid when you're young.
How old are you?
37 this year?
Nah, you're good, man. Whatever. There's people having kids at like 70 and stuff.
I know there is, but you don't enjoy the childhood as much as.
But because hopefully the idea is by that time you have enough money to pay for a couple nannies and stuff like that.
I guess.
You know, no one's like boning you when you're 70 because you're hot. They're boning you because you got a boat.
Right.
And you got those glasses.
Exactly. Got the glasses.
Yeah.
Got a firm hand.
Yeah. I don't know, man. If you want it, I think like there's a lot of women that are always more open to having kids than dudes.
Oh, for sure.
So the problem is when you get older, though, a lot of those girls have been tricked by men who say they also want kids, or they were, anyway, they've got kids. Women with. How do you feel about women with kids?
I love them. They're great.
You like fucking moms. We've had a lot of mom fucking conversations, me and you.
Well, I think like over the last couple of years, I've been attracting that. Maybe it's just my age group, but like,
It's the
I
glasses.
can't fucking swing my dick without hitting a mom these days. They're all fucking.
Really?
They all got kids, and it's like. But you know what's great about moms? They want to have fun on their night off.
Yeah.
And like
They pack a lot into that night off.
yeah, and it's like
And you pack a lot into them. Sorry.
ooh, yeah. No, it's true. I mean, I don't picture myself being a good stepfather, so I don't know about getting into like a full on like loving relationship for long term.
Well, from what you say, like if you were the stepfather, you would hit them less than
I
if
would
you were
never
the
hit
real
a stepkid.
father.
I would never hit a stepkid
Because of the charges.
because I'm not their real dad.
It still looks like it would be fun.
Because they're gonna tell me I'm not their real dad, and I'm gonna be like, "You right."
You're gonna start really feeling passionate about the beatings if they start saying stuff like that to you, and you might go too
Yeah,
far.
you know what? You're not my real kid.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna swing hard. No, I would never hit somebody else's kid. I think that's like one of the worst things you could do.
Be fun to do it randomly. Just run up in like a theme park and just do it quickly, and then just run away. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
try that out.
Just a random one, you know. No, but enough about hitting children.
Enough about hitting children. Let's talk about the church.
Okay.
Because
Enough about abusing children. Let's talk about Catholicism.
more so Christianity. We were talking a little bit about it before the show. You're a big fan of the Preachers and Sneakers page. So am I. I love seeing what fits the preachers got on this week, seeing their $1,000 sneakers and stuff. And I like Elevation Church. I've made no secret about it. Their preacher, Stephen Furtick, he's one of the guys that appears regularly on that. And I went to their live service when they came to Scotiabank, and
I saw that on your Instagram, and you looked like you were party praying. Like it looked like a giant rock concert.
It was great.
But like, how much did you pay to go in there?
I think it was about $60.
You paid $60. Who got it? God got the money.
I hope Stephen Furtick got it because what he put on the stage that night.
Did it blow your mind?
He's great.
What the fuck do they do on stage? Like, what is like a religious show, and then how long does it last?
Okay, so most of it like is music, and they have a lot of great songs. I love their music, and it's also like the energy of the room, just being a bunch of people that are just like, I'm here because God loves me and I love God, and it's just like a nice vibe to be in. And then he does like a little sermon, and that guy, I'm not a religious person, but I do love the music and I do like hearing the good word.
You're not religious, but you went to.
Every time I try to explain this to people, like I enjoy the music. I take the sermons as a motivational speech.
Okay.
I do have a good relationship with God, but I'm not like 100% sold on Jesus. That's what I'll say. Okay. Like I think there's morals of the story in the book. Same way there's morals of the story in Hinduism and Judaism and Muslim. They all have the same moral of the story. At the end of the day, it's usually be grateful, thank God, be a decent person. Like they're all just trying to teach you the same thing. So I take it as that. I take like the morals from it. I'm not 100% sold on like every rule of the religion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
but there's just a while. I've never heard of a church where you have to pay to get. Like I mean, they'll usually do like a collection plate or something. But the idea that they pay, it's just bizarre to me to like have to like pay to hear the good word.
They're renting out Scotiabank. We parked underground that night, and they had to check every car for like bombs under it because like. People think they're gonna bomb a church service. You know what I mean? I've never had that happen at like a Blue Jays game.
Really?
Yeah. They had like the little mirror that they put under your car. They checked our trunk and everything.
That means this pastor is more hated than the Blue Jays. That's crazy.
Blue Jays are loved right now. Top team in the league. But yeah, the whole subject of preachers making money and like living these lavish lifestyles. Now, to me, I'm thinking of them as like they're Tony Robbins. They're just spreading a good word to people, making people's lives better. Like there is people that are like, this church saved my life. They made me feel like I don't want to kill myself. Maybe they got them off drugs. Maybe they put them on the right path in some way or another. So if they make tons of money off doing that for people, I'm okay with it. Now I know other people are like, it's horrible. They should give all the money back, but they do a lot of charitable stuff too. So.
Now you just done a lot of fast talking and finagling right there.
Yeah.
Because here's what I'll just say to all that. I agree. Like, they're bringing some kind of joy to people. They're like ramping them up. They make them feel that energy. But the living a lavish lifestyle is literally opposed to what's in the Bible, right? So that it's easier for the camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven, right? That's your man Jesus. So, like, how is it that someone could have a private jet when there's people dying on the streets of fentanyl and call themselves a pastor? That's where I kind of get like, all right, buddy, you know. I gave up on it, man, when I was a kid because like of the amount of money that was in Catholicism.
Right.
Like and I'm not saying again, like I kind of like your idea of God or whatever it is that you're going there for, because you're just trying to feel the energy, get motivated by it. That's cool, man. But the idea of that guy selling to those people that he's giving them the good word, like you said, that's actually a misrepresentation of what's in the Bible. The way that he lives is antithetical to what Jesus' teachings are, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
So,
and if you're a
like-
Bible thumper, I would agree with you. But I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm not taking every word in
Right.
there for exactly like this is the law. This is what.
So
Jesus
which
said.
ones do you take? Which ones do you not
I take good morals of the story, and I'm saying if you make me feel like I having a better relationship with God,
Right.
I like that. That I think our age. I mean, we're around the same age, give or take. I
I'm
think
78.
so. Between me and you,
Yeah.
our ages, and maybe even Dante's, a lot of people got turned away from God because of religion,
Yes.
like because Islam's so strict.
Well-
like, I'm going to rebel against that because Catholicism
And like
was
the
so strict.
fingerings. There were a lot of fingerings.
That, of
we
course.
can do the semantics, but it was mostly the fingerings. People
That-
were
that-
like, "Well, I don't know."
That definitely turned people away as well.
It was mostly the fingerings.
Well, that's Catholics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Catholics for one, but then there's also like Christianity. Like so many people, Baptists, like it was like their parents were so strict with religion that they're like, oh, I definitely want to be. I don't want to have a relationship with God because of that. And I think you can have a relationship with God without having a religion. And
Yes.
and if anyone out there is an atheist right now, are you?
Well, yeah, technically, I guess, because atheist means non-theist. It means you don't believe in gods or the idea of gods.
Right.
You're an atheist with the exception of the Abrahamic God, right? Like you're an atheist when it comes to Jupiter, Mars, Venus, when it comes to Medusa, right?
In some ways, I think I believe in every God.
Yeah, that's the move. Every god. You
Every
know what
god.
I mean? Like
Every-
do one or the other. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They all
I'm kind of
exist.
down with all the gods.
Yeah, man, me too. I like the idea of a lot of the Hindu gods,
Yeah.
the monkey gods and shit. The
Yeah,
stories
Hanuman.
are great. Yeah, when you just think of it like a whole thing's just a big comic book, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Marvel Comics and then DC Comics and all the different stories they have and stuff like that. You know, you can find a lot of morals in them, but there's also a lot of dirt holes in that world. And yeah, anytime there's just money changing hands with it,
Yeah.
that's when I get a little suspicious.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying your boy's a bad guy, and you're right. In
I would be sad if it came out that he was a bad guy.
well, a lot of. I mean, I don't know. A lot of Christians that like, especially in the States now, they have like different versions of Christianity where they actually believe that Jesus wants them to flaunt and to push cash and be so prosperous that they're covered in diamonds and all that kind of shit. But the reality is like, there's a lot of people hurting really, really badly right now, and it's not the time for it. You know, it's the time to actually do work in the street. If he's got that kind of money, and I'm not saying don't buy nice clothes and shit like that, you know, especially if you're a millionaire, like fuck, you're gonna have some Gucci fucking silks, you know what I mean? Fine, but like, you know, do the other thing too, you know.
I think. Well, my guy does the other thing. My guy
Is he out there?
He's helping in the streets. Can you Google how much charitable work Elevation Church and Stephen Furtick did in
Hold on.
2024?
Go ahead.
I was also gonna say, is also part of the like him giving the services and the sermon. That's also helping people. No, like do you not count that?
Yes, I think that is very helpful.
Like
but
the service is helping people. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But
I think,
why?
I think him wearing thousands of dollars of
I'm not saying the
amazing
service
clothes
isn't good.
on stage
Yeah.
is showing like, look at how much God's blessed me. Look at what happens when you're tight with God, when you get it.
Oh,
when you
he
get,
loves you. You're exactly the kind of guy he's looking for.
I've gone
yeah.
to church and I've never made any like big donations or anything. But if I get
Pay
rich,
$60 for a ticket. That's a donation.
that's something. That's a ticket.
Yeah.
But I'm sure some Scotiabank got a piece of that.
Hey man,
if I
whatever
ever-
blows your hair back, man, I ain't mad at it.
If
But
I
this
ever-
guy is scamming people for money, and
If
he's
I-
like using. Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
He's using religion to get money,
Yeah.
and it's very simple and blatant. And yeah, there's some good things happening. Some bad people also do charity, right? You know who
Right.
else does a lot of charity? Hamas, the Hell's Angels, fucking, you know, the Taliban has schools that they open and shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Sometimes acts of charity are to distract from the fact that he's buying private jets and shit. Joel Osteen, another good example.
Not a fan.
Joel's kind of like their main guy. Joel's the Wayne Gretzky of this shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Joel's the Michael Jordan of convincing dumb rural idiots to give them their money.
There
'Cause
was
God
a
told
time
him to.
when I came home after doing like a night of like Molly or whatever, drinking, and like I
boy.
got home at like 4 a.m. feeling like a little sad coming down, right?
Yeah.
And I turned on the TV and Joel Osteen was on, or Osteen, however you say his name. And at the time, whatever he was saying, I was like, he's making me feel pretty good right now. He's straight prosperity gospel. It's just like, everything you thought was bad is gonna be good. And if you're doing really bad right now and you give me $13 right now, it's gonna fucking change your life. You thought you didn't have enough to give it? Well, God is gonna fucking make it okay. And
so ruthless, dude.
at the time I thought it was all right. And then like I watched him for like 2 more weeks and I was like, oh, this guy just says the same thing every week. And the one thing I do like about him, he has a joke before every sermon.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like to start things off with a little joke.
Do you remember any of the jokes, James?
You know, my aunt, she loves to pray. My aunt, she loves to pray. And she lives next door to an atheist, and he hates to hear her pray. He hates to hear her pray. And one day, she was having trouble affording groceries, and she was on the front porch saying, God, if you can please just bless me this month. I need to eat. We're having trouble here. We don't have enough money. And the atheist overheard that, and he said, you know what? I'm going to buy her groceries. And so he bought her the groceries, and then she came out to her front doorstep, saw a bunch of groceries, said, God, you did it. You delivered me some favor here. You gave me some groceries. And the atheist popped out and he said, I got you those groceries. God didn't get you those groceries. And she said, oh, God, and you even made the devil pay for it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that's one of his bangers there. But I did
Look out, fucking Dave Chappelle.
His jokes, I think, are they've been done probably in churches for years. Because there's one other one that he told that I was like, I saw is just like an internet joke from like years ago about Adam and Eve and blah blah blah. Anyways, Joel Osteen, real piece of shit. He has evil in his eyes. Like I don't trust that guy. But Stephen Furtick, so far nothing bad has come out about him. Did you get his charitable workout? We just talked for 14 minutes and you didn't get that fucking thing up. Forgetting chords, not looking shit up. Furtick, Furtick.
That is a hell of a name. Furtick?
Yeah, Stephen Furtick.
Dude.
Not a bad singer too. He makes good songs. I think they won a Grammy this year for best gospel.
Elevation Church has donated over $11 million to 84 outreach partners since its founding.
Oh, since its founding. That's not that great.
No.
I thought I was going to be this year. I was going to say, how much more do you want, Bryan?
Well, I don't know what they
Their
do.
founding is what, like 2017? 16, something like
It's
that?
sort of a weird thing to like judge somebody by, though, because you could say like, okay, it's $11 million of charity, but they might have put that charity through like charity events,
2006.
parties that they had for themselves, tax write-off to, save a bit of money.
So about $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
Is that not good enough?
I mean, compared to what he's making, if he sold $60 tickets
What's
in
his
a
net worth?
stadium,
Check his net worth. Let's guess his net worth. Okay, this is a fun game my friends like to play.
again, they'll hide that money in the church, man. So the church might be worth a hell of a lot more money than
Don't
he
tell
is.
us yet. Okay, so I'll set a number
Okay.
for you to guess over under. This is a game that my friends invented in Brampton. It's a very fun game.
Gambling?
Net worth game. Net worth game.
Okay, yeah.
So one guy has to choose the number, and the other guy has to choose the over under. So I'm going to say Stephen Furtick's net worth is over under $9 million. What do you think?
Oh, over for sure. Yeah.
Okay. What is it, Dante?
It is over $9 million.
How much?
Stephen Furtick's net worth is $61 million.
Holy shit!
61 million, and that's his personal net worth, dude. If the church is worth more, like a lot of those priests, they hide the money in the
Damn,
church,
61
dude.
million.
Yeah.
He also probably lives in the fucking church, has a couple mansions.
No, he
you
has
know
a
what I
mansion
mean?
though. Yeah, I've seen the expose on his mansion. It didn't
Really?
bother me at all.
$61 million, just like Jesus was talking about, James.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was talking about. When Jesus was like, the meek shall inherit the earth and all that stuff, he was thinking about Stephen Furtick getting his dick sucked on the back of an expensive jet ski.
Damn, Steven. That's a lot more money than I expected.
But it's not wrong to have the money. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
It does say he takes a $38,000 salary from the church he pastors.
38,000 is nothing.
$38,000 is, yeah, but He's making a lot more than $38,000, dude.
Where's all the other money coming from?
One would think that he would probably waive the $38,000 if he's worth $61 million, but he's not. He's taking it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well.
Thing is with the priests too, man. A couple of my uncles were priests, dude. Like one of my uncles, he did like last rites at St. Mike's Hospital in downtown Toronto. He actually took I think he took the vow of poverty, but he took the vow of celibacy and all that other stuff too. You know, and some of these dudes would get given a lot of stuff. Like he kept getting given stuff because he'd do people's last rites, and then he would be the last one they'd see, and they'd leave him stuff, and then he'd send it all to Rome or whatever the hell, you know.
Catholic Church.
Yeah, Catholic Church.
Yeah, when I used to do a podcast about historical figures, we called it Pros and Conquerors, the bad boys of history, and we would go through all the pros and cons of what people did. And when we did the Mother Teresa episode, one of the worst people ever.
Yeah, man.
She was not a good person.
On her. Yeah, she was mean. The whole Sisters of Mercy is like a big scam. Man.
Yeah, that was a big. She was God's bottom bitch.
Yeah.
No one made the Catholic Church more money than her during that time. Like she made so much money allegedly building like hospitals in India, and then like her hospitals were just like a shack with like used needles.
Yeah.
And everyone's like suffering there.
She was doing like anti-abortion and anti-condom rallies in Africa during the AIDS epidemic. Sisters of Mercy too is, I think, still the largest charitable organization in the world. And you want to talk about like charity and like how it can be like altered, like, you know, sort of distorted, right? So they run hospices. They're not hospitals. So like a lot of the people that go there, they could be cured, but they're just like, yeah, God gave this to you. You have to accept this, and they die when they don't have to die. And and this is like the largest. So they just run hospices all over the world.
They don't give them pain meds.
Wild.
Like they're like, we could make this so much easier on you, but like God wants you to feel the pain. They're like, when you feel that pain, you're gonna be closer to God. That's what Mother Teresa would tell these people.
I've never seen a group of babes that need a dick more in my life. You know?
The Sisters of Mercy.
Well, hell yeah. Yeah, these chicks need some dick mercy, man.
I definitely watched some nun porn when I was younger.
That's my main jam.
Is that your main jam?
I love anything.
You
with
go to
the
a confessional and dick goes through the hole?
Because it's like, yeah, what's underneath the fucking habit, you know?
Yeah.
Some of them were like thick too. Like when you'd see like nuns, sometimes they had like those big booties and those big mysterious dresses over top of them. So
nuns buns.
Yeah. Your imagination goes nuts, you know.
Yeah.
What's behind the curtain, dude? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, nuns always did it for me, man. Any kind of like high status religious female, I really want to put a cross in their ass. Did I say that out loud?
Put a cross in their ass.
I mean, metaphorically. But yeah, like, I like...
Because if you put a cross in their ass, then that's Jesus going in foot first.
Yeah. I like being blasphemous when I have sex, yeah. One of the first times I had sex in a church parking lot when I was very young.
Really?
Yeah.
How old?
16, 15, something like that.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
15.
15.
Yeah.
How about you, Dante?
But blowjobs when I was 13. Sorry, go ahead.
18. 17 for me.
17 for you.
Yeah.
And
17, had a mixed CD, Valentine's Day.
What was on the mix CD you lost your virginity to, James?
Probably a lot of R. Kelly, Boys to Men.
Hell yeah,
like
dude.
a lot of 90s R&B.
You want to know something? I lost my virginity to the my best friend's wedding soundtrack.
Okay.
Because it was like a movie about, there's like a gay movie with Julia Roberts and Rupert Everett, and the girl that I was dating at the time, like she was into the movie and I was just trying to be romantic, but it was so, like looking back, it was like the lamest, gayest shit. It was like, say a little prayer for you, and I'm like, oh, you know, trying to get my rock hard young dick in her.
Forever and ever.
You got it. It was not the music you'd want to listen to.
Yeah, sometimes songs don't hit when you're... I like fucking the music, but like if you don't have a set playlist and you're just letting like, say like Alexa like fucking mix it up and play different things, you can definitely get hit with one that's like, this ain't it.
What are you doing with your life? But R. Kelly, wow, that's some foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Man.
He was my favorite artist growing up. First guy I ever sang karaoke. Yeah.
And now you just like him as a person.
No, it was a tough one. That documentary, I couldn't even get through it. I watched like the first 10 minutes. I was like, I can't watch this.
Why? What did he do?
He's just a pretty bad guy.
That's good.
Pretty notoriously bad guy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bit of a criminal.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it was weird how many people knew about it. It was like a joke, even when I was growing up. Like, people would talk about how he was liked. I remember Dave Chappelle did the whole sketch about it.
Yeah, the sketch about
I'm gonna pee on you.
Yeah.
I'll piss on you. And then like, You never got arrested.
Lovers wanna love. I don't even want none of the above. I wanna piss on you. Drip, drip, drip. Piss on you. Piss on you. See, your body is a porta potty.
Yeah.
And I pee on it. Drip, drip, drip. Do, do, do. He's talking about shitting on her, too, at the end of that. That's crazy. Dave Chappelle.
Poetry.
What a great guy.
Pure poetry.
And I remember when they did the episode of him being like, I don't believe, like, if I'm the black guy on the jury, I'm not going to believe anything that a black guy did was wrong. And when he was like, I need a, for the R. Kelly one, he's like, I need a videotape with R. Kelly's grandma in it, holding that day's newspaper while he pees on her. Like, that could all be fucking edited, you know?
Yeah. Totally.
Now, AI is crazy.
Uh-huh.
You could AI anything.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I've been playing around with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been making famous people make out on the
Nice.
AI thing on Grok there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really amazing. You just do whatever. I even on my phone, my screen thing is I made a script I wrote. We have a pregnancy test, and we called it First Probe Pregnancy Test, and it's a picture of a little alien holding a probe, and I just like wrote those words into the AI, and it spat it out pretty well.
Made a nice logo.
But I have a lot of friends that are actual living artists that like paint and stuff, and they're all losing their shit right now. People don't have money. Nobody's buying the paintings anymore because the economy too, and they're getting their shit ripped off left, right, and center. And AI actually picks up like their shit sometimes. So even if you go into like, because it's just like scraping the internet. So even if you like go, hey, like show me a picture of an astronaut, it might show a picture of like a painting of someone's astronaut that's actually that painting, you know? So it does actually kind of rip people off sometimes.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. So I'm going to make sure that when I do the movie and stuff like that we use real artists, though, because, like, it's getting weird. And I don't know. Like, there's something inside. Yeah, there's something like when a human's created it. I don't know. There's something there that you can feel.
The one thing that I keep falling for is these, it'll look like it's like somebody's camera in their backyard, and there'll be like a raccoon going on a trampoline, and they start jumping on the trampoline.
Yeah.
I saw one with bears, bunnies, and raccoons. I fell for all three of them before somebody told me these are all fake. I fell for every one of them. One of them like was so obvious too. The second time watching it, some of the bunnies like disappear as they're jumping. I'm like, well, that one should have been a red flag.
Right.
That there's like disappearing bunnies when they cross over.
It's becoming a real problem. Like, you have to explain, like, even like we're like around the age of 40, and it still is like challenge. Like, we can still figure it out because we're like literate with the phones. But people 60s, 70s are like looking at AI, going, "Have you seen this picture?
Yeah.
Did you know that there's a fish with fur in it? There's a fish with fur on it that swims around in an ocean in India. Did you know that?" And they'll like show you some picture that somebody clearly like AI'd.
Look at this turtle riding on this shark's back. I didn't know they were getting along so well.
Right?
Yeah.
This baby is hang gliding, honey. Look at this.
It's crazy.
And people buy it like hook, line, and sinker, man. My mom was looking at some stuff where she's like, "Can you believe that?" And I was like, "Ma, like, do you not see like that it's... Can you not see like the weirdness, like the fuzziness?" That she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh, like she can't see it. Like she can't tell." Yeah.
So many animal ones I fell for. Like the animal ones are tough for me.
It's hard because they're cute.
They're so cute. I want it to be real.
Yeah, me too.
I want that bulldog walking in a fashion show to be real.
Oh, tell me about it, dude. Hell yeah, man.
Wearing that fur coat. He looks handsome in it, you know?
Yeah, totally.
One show that I just got hooked on recently, this has nothing to do with AI, just a seamless transition. Have you heard of Building the Band?
No.
It's a new Netflix show where the whole premise is you have to choose your bandmates without even seeing them. Everyone's like in their own little recording studio. So you hear somebody else sing and they're like, "Man, I love that guy's voice. I want him to sing with me." Mm-hmm. So they all put these bands together. There's like a girl band, 3 girls, 4 guys. Like it's all like singers, not like instruments. Anyways, all amazing, great singers. One fat girl on the show, also a great singer, and I have no problem with fat girls.
I'm horny already.
No problem with fat girls, and I think it's great to be confident and happy with yourself. But she wears a belly top in every episode.
Fuck yeah.
I don't like that.
You don't like
I think like if you want to wear a belly top, sure, but don't make it your signature look if you're fat.
I don't know. Fat girls' belly buttons are like a whole nother...
Let me show you what it looks like.
It's a whole nother realm, right? It's a whole nother... I'm going to say it's a whole nother hole.
It's deep.
Have you ever had the pleasure of a fat girl's belly button?
You like that?
I mean, I'd only fit about halfway in there, but I'll try.
It's too much, right?
I don't know, man. It just seems like some... And this is bugging you, this woman's belly button?
I think I think. Okay, first of all, I'm fat too. Takes one to know one. I'm not, and like I said, love fat girls. Like power to all fat girls and all that
Sure,
stuff.
yeah.
But I just think it shouldn't be your signature look to be a belly top in every. Like she's like, I want to show young girls like that were fat like me that they can do whatever they want. And it's like sure, but it's like, should you wear a belly top every day? You know what I mean? Some of us are eating while we watch this show. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
think about our fat bellies.
Yeah, you want to teach the kids to keep your belly away because people will make fun of it, like you, James.
Yeah, exactly.
But here's the
Put
thing.
that thing away. Be
I-
confident. And don't wear a belly top every episode. I'm not saying don't ever wear a belly top. I'm not saying like if I see a fat girl with a belly top that'll offend me. But if I knew a fat girl that wore a belly top every time I saw her,
Right.
I'd be like, this is your look.
Yeah.
This is what you want to be putting out every time.
Yeah, man, it would be a lot easier to like have this conversation if you weren't wearing bandana shorts and a Duke shirt. But
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, like, you're critiquing this lady. None of us here are doing well. You know what I mean? Nobody looks great here, you know? Yeah, she doesn't look fucking... She looks like early Lizzo a little bit. You know what I mean?
Lizzo did change the game.
Lizzo changed the game. But here's the thing, man. Like, she's not... I'm not, like, against it either, but there are, like, things that are, like, the world's going to react to you certain ways if you wear that shit. You know what I mean? But maybe she just is trying to get attention, too. She's on a fucking show. But I don't know, man. I don't have a... I don't
I think
have an
she's
issue.
trying. I think she's overdoing it. How she's trying to show how confident she is,
Yeah.
and I think that's great. But I also think it's disgusting.
Okay.
No, I just think she's overdoing it. She's overdoing it.
You're allowed to feel grossed out by people's bodies for sure. Like, I think, you know, she's probably aware that it makes people, like, grossed out. And she's just like, fuck it, whatever. I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at my belly, you fucking piece of shit. You want to see some shit? I'll show you some shit.
She was a great singer, and her band was great. Hers was the only mixed band. There was 2 girls, 2 guys,
Yeah.
and they're all fantastic singers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, good for them, man. I don't. I try not to masturbate on Netflix too often. So when
No?
I'm looking for hot babes, you know where I go?
Where?
I go to the Hudson's Bay catalog.
Oh.
From 2008.
Yeah, lingerie section.
Yeah, I find some nice wide leg pants and I
Oh.
go to town. You know.
Wide leg pants. Okay.
Yeah.
I actually used to jack off to the Bay count, the thick catalog one.
Oh, you had to. What else was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lingerie section, and then every once in a while I get like a WWE magazine that had like a Sable picture in it. Fucking ruin
God,
that page.
Forget about it. I know. Sometimes you get like a bra that was a little bit see through in one of the catalogs or something too. It'd be like,
Good night.
Rip that
Rip
shit
that
out.
out. Why is there pages missing, and why are these ones stuck together?
Yeah, I know. All the lingerie sections are always stuck together.
All right, we're getting close to the end of the episode. We're gonna do our 2 little segments here. Dante, do you have a fun fact of the day? Animal fun fact of the day from Yahoo.com. Here, wait, let me put this little book for you.
All right, so today's fun animal fact of the day is that sharks have been around longer than trees have.
Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah,
Longer than trees?
I think water's been around longer than land.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. That checks out. Sharks are old, man.
Sharks have been swimming in our oceans for over 400 million years, making them older than even the earliest trees.
Even older than Adam and Eve.
400 million years, and we're so cool, we could have a 3-year-old human shoot it in the head and it would die.
Yeah.
What's up, sharks? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to talk evolution. They say they're the perfect predators, but you could just shoot one in the head.
Yeah, that doesn't sound that perfect.
You
But
would
what?
have to be out of the water. What if your gun is in the water?
Yeah, man.
Guns
I guess
don't work in the water?
Some like a harpoon might work. I
a
don't know.
harpoon, maybe. Yeah. No, I mean, they're
Harpoon.
obviously like the most awesome animals in the universe. Shark teeth. Love to have several rows of teeth. You know what I mean?
Harpoon, that's what I call it, a Punjabi girl's vagina. We're going to get some harpoon tonight in Brampton.
Harpreet's harpoon.
Yeah. Hoping she sucks deep. All right, and our last segment of the day, I turn to a random page in the Bible. What are you, more of an Old Testament guy or a New Testament guy?
Oh, man. God, let's go Old Testament. It's always
All
wilder.
right, we'll keep it old. Oh, that's not even the page. All right, we're going to go to Leviticus.
Oh, yeah, the sex stuff.
The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Speak to the Israelites and tell them, every man who is afflicted with a chronic flow from his private parts is thereby unclean.
Told you.
Such is his uncleanliness from this flow that it makes no difference whether the flow drains off or is blocked up. His uncleanliness remains.
I am steamed up right now.
So what is that talking about?
That's like 50 Shades of Grey part 2, you know?
What men's
He's talking about his flow. He's talking about spilling your seed, James. Talking about,
is that what it's talking
I
about?
think so.
Wow. So yeah, if you're spilling your seed, you're unclean.
Can I see
especially if
again?
you're doing it in the.
I heard that you're unclean for 7 days, if I remember this part right. Yeah. Personal uncleanliness. Speak to the Israelites and tell them every man who is afflicted with a chronic flow from his private parts is thereby unclean. Yes. Such is his uncleanliness from his flow that it makes no difference whether the flow drains on the floor or is blocked up. Right? Any bed on which the man afflicted with flow lies is unclean, and any piece of furniture on which he sits is unclean.
Damn.
So
flow is cum?
I think that's what we're talking
That's
about.
fun.
That's
That's a fun thing to call. I've never heard that called. I've never heard cum called flow before. I'm flowing right now. I'm about to flow. I'm about to flow all over the place.
Flow in my mouth, you know. Anyone who touches his bed shall wash his garments, bathe in water, and be unclean until the evening. Oh, that's not
That's
too
my
bad.
Tinder bio.
Yeah, till about 7:30. Then you're fine. Whoever touches the body of the afflicted man shall wash his garments, bathe in water, and be unclean until the evening. The afflicted man spits on a clean man. The latter shall wash his garments, bathe in water, and be unclean until the evening. I think if you, no matter what you do, if you spit on somebody, you're kind of unclean for a while.
If you spit on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
There's so many rules they have in the Old Testament, specifically Leviticus. That's where all the stuff that tells you you're not allowed to sleep with animals and all that crazy talk is, you know.
Ruin all the fun before we even start.
Yeah, right. It's where they tell you you're not supposed to lie with a man's not supposed to lie with another man, like a lady, right?
Yep.
I don't know. That's the horniest part of the book, though.
Leviticus.
Yeah, man.
When he describes your cum as flow.
Yeah.
If you're flowing, and he's saying you're uncontrollable. So he's talking about pre-cum. He's not even talking about jacking off. He's like, if you're pre-cumming, like you're gross.
You're gross, and
Leviticus
everything
is
you
like,
touch is
ew.
gross.
Yeah.
They even specifically said furniture, any piece of furniture. So that chair, that mic, all of this shit's going to hell.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This fucking couch for sure.
Well,
I think this thing has its own flow.
I hope the little air conditioning fan can come with us too, because I heard hell is hot.
You're a joke man. A joke smith man. God, he's good.
Anyways, that's it for us here today. Do you have anything that you're promoting?
You're
that
the
you
Shakespeare of podcasts. Am I promoting? I host a show at Yuck Yucks every Thursday. And then once a month, we have a show called Dark Stars. You can check me out online on Instagram at BOG.
BOG, Bryan O'Gorman. And Dante, where can people find you?
You can find me online at Shadante, CHEZDANTE. Follow your boy.
Yeah, DM him. Tell him to remember his chord next time. All right. And you can follow me at James. Come on now. Thanks for listening. Peace.
Out in the street, they call it
Uncut Jams.